Hey, so super excited today. This is kind of our second series as we talk about gaining clients. So we're going to jump right in. And so again, we think about owners and operators. So if you're an owner and operator watching this, you're thinking, okay, how do I get my trainers to communicate with members? How do I get them to sell? Because we have to grow the business, but without making them feel gross in the process. And how do I deliver a client experience? One that clients stay, one that clients refer other members, thus not only building my membership dues base, but also my PT revenue line, and probably some other ancillary lines and things like that. So those are kind of the consistent challenges dictated by the industry and why we are having these calls. So if you're an owner and operator, you're definitely tuned into the right channel here in our Coach's Corner. If you're a trainer, whether you're year 1 or year 21, again, consistent pains, being pushed to sell. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. You've got a manager that maybe is very, hey, what you got coming in? Movement assessments. Maybe you're doing the assessment and you've got pieces of what's going on, but you don't know how to put it all together. Kind of like ingredients in a recipe, right? So you know the ingredients, but you don't really know how to put it together in a recipe that keeps your clients coming back over and over again. They don't no show. They refer other people to you, creating an experience within that. And then a movement assessment that also doesn't make that person feel really uncomfortable in the process, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that in our training. And then the last piece is developing exercise programs. Without writing a workout of the day or an anatomical, narrative of their prescription, how do I make a workout simple and scalable? Because time is money. Not only that, but how do I make it enjoyable? So my clients really, really enjoy it. It feels more like they're having fun. They just happen to be working out as opposed to something that they would maybe put last in line of every other activity that they could do that day, right? So let's jump right. And so we are focusing on gaining clients. The first thing I want to tackle is from your gym. So if you're in a studio, this may not be quite as, this may not resonate with you quite as much, but if you are in a large kind of box gym, a Gold's, a 24-Hour Fitness, a LA Fitness, anything like that where you have a membership dues base there, you are there just building your business, this is really going to resonate for you. So from your gym, there's really 3 key avenues that we look at when we talk about the from your gym. So one is your assigned clients, right? So you're given a client. So how do I influence that, right? So the first suggestion I would make to you, if you're asking yourself that question, is, hey, I'm not getting enough clients, is where does the relationship lie? So if you have membership counselors, right, and they are attaching personal training at point of sale, do you know their name? Do you know their goals? Have you taken them on a workout? Do you have a relationship with the person that is helping you, right, with new clients, thus helping you feed your family? So you should have a very vested interest in the people that are essentially attaching personal training at the front end of the house. Okay, so that's part 1. Part 2 is, do they know you? Do they know what you're great at? Do they know your strengths? Do they know your background? Do they know that what college you went to? Do they know that you have a story, a personal testimony, a transformation? Make sure that every single person that talks to a member in your gym knows you. They know what you're great at. They know what you're all about, and make that an initiative. Don't make it something that's like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good idea, Israel, but make that a tactic that you can go and apply today. Literally today. Go in your gym, find 1 to 2 people and say, hey man, I am so sorry. I just haven't gotten a chance to know you a little bit, but here's something I'd really like to do for you. I'm really trying to bring this team together. And it's really important for me that my team really has a trust and a connection for each other. And so would you allow me to just take you on a quick workout? Man, I'd love to take you on a workout today on the house because you're a smart business owner, you're a smart personal trainer, and you know that what you're going to sow seeds and then you're going to reap, right? You're going to reap what you sow. So if you're sowing seeds in your team members' lives, it absolutely will come back to build your business. So that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. So that's the number one thing from the gym. And I've got a lot of others that we're going to share as we continue this series. But I just want you to go and act on that one thing from your gym. Okay. The second thing from your clients. So if you are delivering 10 out of 10 service for your clients, why are you nervous about asking for referrals? Most of the time, it's because you don't know the right way to ask for the referrals without feeling pushy. Am I correct? So if you email me, if you watch this and either email me or message me in the comment section of this, okay, I will personally send you a script that you can help kind of retrain your verbiage to make that sound not pushy at all. And we'll also give you a couple of tips in your clients. I'm going to give you one today. Okay, so let's say that you have a client that is getting really good results. Okay, so the very first thing I would do as a smart fitness professional is I would want to make sure that I let everybody know the amazing results that this person is getting. That incentivizes my client because now they have kind of a badge of honor. They feel really good about that public recognition, right? Praise in public, criticize in private, right? So I would definitely put that on social media if you haven't already. And then one of the things that we used to do, it may seem a little hokey, is we had a member of the month. We had a client of the month, and you don't have to wait for your gym to do that. Go in your fitness manager and say, hey, here's an idea that I had. Would you be okay, right? Even though nobody else is doing it, right? Would you be okay if I just print it out, right? Nice little flyer, a little laminate. I'm going to go to Staples or wherever, make the little $5 investment, right? And just have kind of one of my clients of the month that I can really show appreciation to, that can also inspire the rest of our clients with her story. Would that be okay? All right. And I can't imagine your fitness manager would not allow you to do that. That would be a little weird. But you know what? You won't know unless you ask. And so that would be the second thing is, okay, how can I market to the World Wide Web, right? On Facebook or Instagram? That's cool, but that's also not evergreen. In other words, people see that, they forget about it. They're not going back to your, hopefully they're not, going back to your news feed and to your page and be like, oh, who's Israel training? Oh, yeah, that person again. No. But if you put it in the gym where every single client is seeing it, every single client knows what you're about. It's about getting results and about letting your clients know how much you appreciate them, right? Watch how that changes the culture. Watch it not only infectiously, right, affect the rest of your team, but watch it affect your business. Okay, so that's the second specific thing that I would really encourage you to do in really generating referrals, right, is highlight your clients, again, social media, in the gym. Once you have done that, you've added value to that client. Okay, so you're not taking, you're giving. Then the script might go something like this. Again, if you email me or you comment below that, hey, Israel, I would like the referral script, I will send this to you. My commitment to you. It would go something like this. Hey, Jenny, first of all, I am so proud of you for hitting some milestones that we've really worked hard to do. The second thing is my most successful people that I see have the strongest support system. Okay. And not only do I want you to get this weight off and keep it off like you have, but I want you to keep it off for years and years to come. And we know that the ones that are the most long-term successful, right, not the ones that lose the weight and get it back, have the strongest support system. What I'd like to do to make sure that we strengthen the support system around you, okay, is I would love to invite 2 of your friends, VIP friends, I only have a slot for 2, to your next 2 sessions with you. And I just want to be able to not only create an atmosphere where they feel safe and that they know how fun our workouts are, but I also would love to kind of get them involved with some of the things that we're doing so they can also be accountability partners for you for those times that are going to be stressful that I may not be available because I'm only one person. Okay, so again, I know that's a lot of words, but when we condense it in a script, it's not that wordy. Okay, so it would go something like that, but take it and make it your own. Okay, so gaining clients from your clients is not that hard, but it does require work, effort, and a little bit of skill. And if you have that scripting, it will help. Our last avenue that we're going to talk about in gaining clients is from your community. Okay, so you need to own a 3 to 5 mile square radius of your gym, of your studio. The smartest way to do that is to go at the places that have the highest traffic, in other words, the highest amount of people going through that are like your business. I'll give you an example. A tanning salon, okay? A tanning salon sees hundreds, if not thousands, of people each week, depending on the area that it's located, how big the tanning salon is, things like that. These are people that are trying to get in shape, okay? So they would resonate with probably people that might want to do personal training, right? People that value appearance, people that value health, things like that. And again, this isn't a debate about skin cancer, right? I'm just telling you, you want to fish in the right direction with the right bait. Okay, so you can go out there and you can fish in the waves with, hamburgers, but you may not catch anything. It's going to get really frustrating and you're not going to see the value. So find strategically the places that are around you. Just drive around and find 3 places that you're going to say, okay, I think these 3 places, there could be something with this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go into those 3 places. You're just going to introduce yourself. I'm Israel Allen. I'm a personal trainer right up the road. I specialize in this, this, and this. One of the things that I love to do is I'd love to invite you, your manager, or any member of your team in for a complimentary session with us. Do you have anybody right now that is looking at reaching their health and fitness goals and needs a little jump start? And that person behind the counter, this is a staff member that you're talking to, right? May say, oh, that person's me. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get you scheduled first, because what you need is a foot in the door, and what you need is a billboard behind that desk, that every single time they're having conversations that you're not there, they're having conversations on your behalf. They know who you are, where you work, where your strengths are as a personal trainer, and they have a little bit of relationship. This is a relationship business. And so if you bring them in, right, give them a taste of don't talk them through it. Don't talk them through a workout. Don't talk them through how good you are, right? Show them. The proof is in the pudding. Show them how amazing you are. And you're going to do that for all 3 businesses, and then you're going to rinse and repeat each week. Okay, you're going to continue that relationship. You're going to continue to build that inventory. You don't have to go out and find 50 different places tomorrow, right? It's dimes that add up to dollars. That's little pieces, while making sure that you have the relationship and being very intentional, right, of getting your name and your brand out there. And I promise you, this stuff works. Okay, it is not just digital media. At the end of the day, we are still human beings, and relationships count. Okay, so be smart, work smarter, work harder, do both, and get the results that other people won't get. The last thing I'm going to share with you is our tool to be able to help you drive all 3 of those avenues in some way, shape, and form, but specifically in the gym. The reason why I say specifically in the gym is if you look at these 3 steps, engagement, service, and follow-up. It's really hard to replicate service with someone that you're emailing, right? You need to get that person in front of you. And so the easiest place to be able to do that is got to get them in the gym. Whether you met them at a tanning salon, you met them at the grocery store, whatever your approach, but get them in front of you, and now you can engage them, right? So let's just take this, again, you're out on the floor, and this would be a process of how to go and approach someone without making them feel like you're being salesy or making you feel uncomfortable like you're being salesy, right? So that's part A, right? Is how do I approach this person where I'm going to get a good response more often than not, okay? The second part is how do I deliver a 10, 15, 20-minute experience with that person, giving them what they want, asking for feedback along the way, okay? And then transitioning to the follow-up. And that's essentially the 3 steps that you'll see here, okay? Again, I know this is blurry. You can't see it. It's a byproduct of digital media right now. But if you comment below, hey, I'd love that prospecting tool that you're talking about, Israel, that'll actually make me better at going out and doing floor work, or actually make me better at going out and talking to strangers, could you send that to me so that I could kind of rehearse it, memorize it, take it, make my own? I will send this to you. Okay. Also, if you're a PTA Global enthusiast and you have an account, you can actually find this tool on our website. Okay. But again, don't get caught up in all of the, the ins and outs of this, there's three basic steps: the engagement, the service, and the follow-up. Within those, I'm going to give you 4 specific tips. One is the tip of the primacy effect. You have got to be engaged. You've got to smile. Your energy has to be infectious. If you go up to someone and you're like, hey, so I've kind of seen you around the gym, fail immediately, right? People will judge you in the first 3 to 5 seconds, right? And they're like, I don't like how you talk. I don't like how you look. I don't like your energy. But if you're smiling and engaging, they are at least inquisitive of why are you smiling and engaging, right? And then that buys you time to actually build a relationship and rapport. Ask them what's important to them, right? In a non-threatening way, right? Think about primacy effect also from a standpoint of your intent. So if you go out, hey, I'm just going to go sell a deal, right? Then that's probably going to come across. You're probably going to come across as a little car salesman-ish, right? And that doesn't feel good. Remember, people don't mind buying, but they don't like to be sold. And they don't like to be associated with people that they don't feel that really have their vested interest in mind. At the end of the day, it's trust. You're building trust with every word that you say, with every smile, every glance, every high five, and you're breaking trust when you do the opposite. So primacy effect, again, without getting into the details, be engaging, be available, smile, and then also you want to kind of mirror match their tonality. If you're walking up to an 80-year-old woman, you're probably not, woo, right? If you just had like 4 scoops of pre-workout. You probably want to take that down a little bit, right? Back it up and mirror match with your posture, with your tone, and smile with your eyes. Okay, so learn the concepts of communication and you will be much more effective in engagement. Okay, watch the time when you're working someone out. I can't tell you how many times that we get into a workout. Next thing you know, it's an hour-and-a-half workout. The person's like, hey, dude, I needed to leave an hour ago, right? Definitely appreciate the free time, but I got to bounce. And that wasn't a good use of your time. Yes, you could say it was a seed planted, this, that, the other. But again, time is money. You want to make sure that you were brief, impactful, you connected as many times as possible, and then you really want to give yourself time to not only Kaizen, and we'll talk about that when we talk about retention, how critical that is in getting feedback, but you want to make sure that you're Kaizening throughout the session, getting that feedback, getting that buy-in, and then definitely at the end of that time as well to really transition into a solution, right? A package or solution, not just a high five and see you later. Okay, we want to strike when the iron's hot. We want to get them when they're at an emotional high, when they see the value, they remember the value, the experience is fresh. That is when we want to ask for the sale and ask for the relationship, importantly. Okay, and then know your outcome. Okay, if you go in half-hearted thinking, maybe it'll work, maybe it don't, your intensity will mirror that. And so really want to encourage you to know your outcome, be crystal clear on how you see this going down, okay? Know what equipment you're going to be on. Have a B plan and a C plan, because if you get out there on the machine chest press and you're like, all right, got my program design, my machine chest press, and now that's taken, you're like, what did you want to do today, right? That's not going to help your credibility, right? So be able to be good on the fly, quick on your feet, and be able to graciously lead. In other words, you can give them 2 options. Hey, Sarah, I know that you said that you really wanted to focus on back in today's 20-minute sample workout. And so what 2 back exercises do you like the most, or what maybe 1 or 2 do you like the least, and we'll kind of stay away from that, right? Start with something that they enjoy, but amplify it. Make it better, right? Show them posture, tempo, rest, and then ask them for feedback. Hey, out of this option and this option, which of these 2 did you like best? Great. Our second set, we're going to be able to do more of this that you liked, right? Create an experience, create a ride along with them. So they're co-pilot, but you're not showing up to the session and say, hey, what did you want to do today, right? Because they're also looking to you for trust and leadership. Okay, so there's this balance between leadership and not leading graciously. Right? Not asking for feedback, not giving them a couple of different options, things like that. So hopefully these things helped you around gaining clients, specifically with prospecting and kind of the method of the madness and how you would take someone on a sample workout and approach them. But also the 3 avenues and how you can really Build your business using some specific strategies in the community, some specific strategies in your gym with your team members, right? Connecting that relationship, okay? And then also ways to really engage, right, with your existing clients, okay? Helping to highlight them for the great work that they're doing, publicly recognize them, and then ask for that referral. Ask for that person that you can invite to a couple of free sessions, right? A couple of comp sessions for them to get to know them, build a relationship. So hopefully this helps you gain clients. This is Israel Allen coaching you, always in your corner from PTA Global. We'll see you next